Alright, what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back here on PlayStation Source, and we are going to discuss here, of course, the PS5 Showcase last week. We've done videos over the weekend on Spider-Man and Wolverine, as well as, of course, War Ragnarok. Definitely check those out on the channel if you've missed those. But today we're going to focus on the actual PS5 Showcase itself, and I'm going to go over all of the announcements that we got. There's about 18 announcements, and we're going to go over all of them to kind of just get my overall gauge on how I feel about the showcase, and basically review it, because I'm seeing a lot of people that really enjoyed this showcase, which is fine. I'm not trying to sway your opinion, alright? I'm not trying to sway your opinion. You can think it was an A+ show, that's totally fine. But I'm gonna tell you guys my perspective, because it's a little bit different than what I've been seeing on the wide Twitter space as a whole and everything. And you know what I'm saying? I just think it was, like the title says, you know, an okay show with some really great announcements at the end, right? But before we get into it, make sure to leave a like on your video if you enjoyed it, as well as hit subscribe to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest grades and all things PlayStation and PS5 as well. But going over here, okay, the first one, top of the show, what we introed with KOTOR remake by Aspyr. They've done other Star Wars remasters, like recently they did Republic Commando for Switch and PlayStation consoles, and I think Xbox as well. So this is a really strong thing to start off with, because it is going to be a PS5 and PC exclusive for the first launch of this game. This will come to Xbox at another date, but we have no idea how long the timed exclusivity is for. But there was no date on it. Probably gonna be 2023 at the earliest. But I think that this was a pretty savage way to start, given that KOTOR has never been on a PlayStation console. Really interested from a Star Wars fan's perspective, because I never played this game. So really cool to see that this remake is real, it's happening, and I'll be playing it on PS5 day one. Really strong announcement, with a little bit of spice with that, you know, stealing it from Xbox. I'm saying a nice little spice right there. We love to see that. Okay, now moving on here, Project Eve. This is by a developer called Shift Up. It's a Korean studio, which is pretty cool to see them dabble in game development over there in Korea. Really cool to see that. And it looked really cool. There was some biblical themes in there. There was, you know, this post-apocalyptic future hack and slash action combat, which reminded me a little bit of like Bayonetta, DMC, and like old school God of War low-key. I think it was a great showing, you know what I'm saying? And it's not super clear if it's an exclusive. I'm pretty sure it's not, but it is coming, and there was no date for this game, and so I'm thinking, once again, like KOTOR remake, 2023 at the earliest. But I'm definitely looking out for this game. It looks really cool. I'm really interested to see what this game turns into in the future. But next up here, this is where a lot of people, you know, definitely did not want to see this, but for me as a Borderlands fan, I was pretty hyped to see this overall. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, of course, by Gearbox, of course, critically acclaimed for Borderlands as well and everything. And they finally showed this game after seeing it in a bunch of different conferences, but never actually seeing actual gameplay. And I wasn't sure what it was going to be. It's going to be a like fantasy D&D type of Borderlands game, and it, you know, is a Borderlands game through and through, with there being a lot of different weapons and a first-person perspective. And it's pretty much like a regular Borderlands game, just with more like mystical powers and fantasy powers and all that, and different abilities and such. So overall, you know, yes, I am a biased Borderlands fan. Let me just put that out there. Absolutely. I'm not trying to say I'm not. I do like Borderlands. So this was a pretty cool thing to see at the showcase overall. March 25th, 2022. I'm definitely checking out this game when it comes out. Real cool to see that. Now, next up here, this one I was really loving what I saw from it. Forspoken. I think this looks incredible. I just played Final Fantasy 15 this year. Really enjoyed that game. This is from the same development studio over there at Square Enix, Luminous Productions. And from the visuals, from the music we saw, from the gameplay we saw as well in this whole thing, I was really hyped for Forspoken. It looks great. You know, I don't think that the character animations in terms of facial animations look that great. I think that needs a little bit more attention and work too, but overall, just looking at it from a package, I'm very excited to explore this type of, you know, traditional story where a, you know, modern person gets plopped into a fantasy world, right? So that's something that we've seen a lot before. Really excited to see this, you know, this play on this. We learned that not only Gary Whitta is writing this game, but Amy Hennig is involved as well from Uncharted. So really cool to see that she's back in the fold. I really am looking forward to this game. Spring 2022. And last thing I gotta say, you know what I'm saying, the main protagonist, Frey, I got a little crush on her. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I almost grabbed my... What? I'm sorry. Got a little crush on Frey. Okay, shout out to Frey. Now, this is where we go off the deep zone. Okay, this right here. Okay, so the first 4, we got KOTOR, Project Eve, Tiny Tina, which I know Tiny Tina is debatable. It's fine for some people. I liked it. Okay, and Forspoken. Okay, now here is where we go off the deep end for a while. So buckle in, get your snacks, drink some water. We're gonna be over here chugging for a while. Okay, so here we go. Rainbow Six Extraction. This is where things got This is where things got crazy. Okay, co-op alien shooter are some Rainbow Six elements. We've seen this countless times before. It's coming out January 22, and weird how they couldn't nail down like a specific day for January. That seems kind of weird, but you know, it is what it is. Did not need to be here. Okay, like come on. Like why? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Okay, let's just move on. Okay, Alan Wake Remastered. Now, I think this got leaked. I wasn't sure if it was actually announced before this conference or it was leaked. If it was leaked and this was supposed to be a like big surprise, then we got to give it a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because we don't know that for sure. So we'll just leave it there. Alan Wake Remastered. It's coming to PS5 for the first time as well. Once again, another Xbox centric IP that's now coming over to PlayStation and everything. And it's definitely a remaster. It certainly looks like a remaster because it doesn't look that great in my opinion. But you know what? It is what it is. Cool to see. Coming out very soon on PS4 and PS5, October 5th. So overall, this wasn't the worst thing in the world because I actually liked Control a lot. My first Remedy game I ever played, and there's a lot of Alan Wake in Control. Their universes are shared. There's even an Alan Wake DLC as well for Control. So I may check this out. You know what I'm saying? I did search around and see if I can get a code and everything. So I'm gonna check out Alan Wake. Again, not the worst thing in this section, but still not the hotness, so that one I'll give a nice medium, you know what I'm saying? But this next one, GTA PS5 version. Now, yes, I was expecting this to show up here, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, right? They have a marketing deal with Rockstar about GTA 5, and this was this was coming in November of this year until we saw it here at the PS5 Showcase where they did a little stealth delay on this game. Okay, now it's coming March 2022 for PlayStation 5 instead of November 2021 that was a few months away. So that was a little bad news right there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really looking out for GTA 5. I am gonna buy it on PS5 just because I'm curious to see how it looks on PS5 and everything, and I'm down to go online or whatever, but again, I'll give this the same medium range as Alan Wake, you know what I'm saying? Like not completely like insulting that I was here, but you know what, it is what it is. Cool thing. Ghostwire Tokyo. Again, it looks alright. It doesn't look like it's for me. Another Bethesda game that is in this weird window of in between where Xbox bought Bethesda. Y'all already know the deal. Ghostwire Tokyo, it got delayed out of October. Now there's no date, no year, no expected, I'm assuming 2022, but they said nothing here as well. It looks interesting, kind of. I don't know. I just need to see more of this game to really get sold, but Ghostwire Tokyo was there after GTA 5. Now, next up here, this is where we get even deeper, guys. This is in the depths, okay? Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not sure why this was here. at a PS5 Showcase. Why are we seeing this game? Okay, and it is coming out October 26th. Okay, it's right around the corner. I get it, right? So it's not the worst thing in the world because it's something that is nearby, but again, a PS5 Showcase, like a lot of spoilers, right? A lot of these announcements here in this midsection felt like state of play stuff, right? And if it was at state of play, it would be a, okay, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? State of play. But we're talking about a PS5 Showcase. And this game is coming on PS4. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to all that, but cool to see Guardians. To be very clear here, I'm still going to play Guardians. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely going to check it out. But once again, this is not what I want to see at a PS5 Showcase. All right? Ah, man. This next one. Oh, man. Y'all okay? Let's just take a deep breath. You know what I'm saying? Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, whatever this name of this game is called, I don't even care. Okay, it's some battle royale vampire game that's already on PC, coming to PS. Why is this on a PS? Why is this coming on? Why is this on a PS5 Showcase? It's coming to PS5. Great, put it in a fucking blog. Put it in the blog. Why is this here taking up time at a PS5 showcase? It just, no one is looking for this game. No one, absolutely nobody is looking for this game. But there it is. On the main stage, PS5 showcase, here we are. We're like, you know, near 20 minutes into this conference, and we're getting this, okay? So, let's move on. And then we get the game that absolutely no one wanted to see any more of, not only because we've seen it at a ton of different conferences before this point, but we saw it and we're going to see it the week after, because the game is coming out the week after we saw Deathloop. And at this point is where we are really in the depth. Like I know I said we were in the depths with Guardians. This was the trenches. We were deep in the trenches here. Like, why was this here at a PS5 showcase? The embargo lifts a few days after this showcase. It would have gotten plenty of buzz, and the same amount of buzz if we didn't see it here at this PS5 showcase. It was a longer trailer than expected, that anyone expected. It was like a 2.5-3 minute trailer, probably more than that, I don't even know. But like, come on guys, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it from the business standpoint. I get what a lot of these are here for the business standpoint. There are third party, you know, deals that they have to make sure that they are, you know, contractually obligating to. But come on, man. Come on, man. Not at a PS5, not like this, King. Not at a PS5 showcase, okay? And the next one here is, I don't even know how people can even excuse, like, this single announcement here is worthy of this never in my eyes being a showcase, okay? Kid Amnesia this is not even a game. Kids Amnesia Expedition, it's some BS, like weird collaboration with Epic Games and Radiohead. It's coming in November, I think, but if you watch this trailer, you have no idea what this is. You have no idea what this is at all. Why is this at a PS5 games showcase? Why is this here? Why? It's not even a game. We're announcing shit that's not games on a PS5 showcase? What the hell are we doing? You know what I'm saying? This was insane. That was like, yo, what are we even looking at here? We have no clue what this is. Insane. And then this is the last one in our boring section here, guys. So we're gonna get some juicy stuff, but this is the last one. And this one, honestly, I'm being a little bit too critical on because it looks pretty cool, okay? Like, if I'm being honest. So like, this one is really not in this section, but it's in the same region, okay? Chia looks pretty interesting. Vibrant colors, open world sandbox game. You can transform into animals nearby to help you traverse through the islands and everything. It's coming to PS4, PS5, and PC in 2022, and by PC I mean Epic Game Store. And the real cool thing about this game, as I was digging for this game and getting more info about it, is directly inspired by this real world island called New Caledonia, which I had no idea, you know, I had no idea existed, to be honest with you. But New Caledonia, it's a small island in the South Pacific, and they got, you know, local voice actors around the area to do the VO for this game. A lot of the environments are based off this island, so really cool to see that, you know, we're getting, you know, some real world inspiration, you know, from this island in this game. Really cool to see that. Really like the concept of this. Overall, this is not really a bad announcement, you know what I'm saying? Like this one, I'm being a little bit harsh just because it was in the same section and we just came from Kid Amnesia, which we have no idea what the hell that was. But you know, Chia looking pretty cool, okay? It's looking pretty cool. Shout out to Chia, you know what I'm saying? Now we're out, okay guys, we're free. Let's get to the good stuff here again. Let's get some real good first party bangers. Here's what we got. This one, I was pretty shocked that they mentioned a particular platform in a PS5 showcase. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. Okay, this is going to be remasters of Uncharted 4 and Uncharted The Lost Legacy for PlayStation 5 and PC. I figured that they would just mention PlayStation 5 here and not mention PC, because I know some dudes here get very sensitive about PlayStation games coming to PC, right? I kind of used to be like that, if I'm being 100% real with you guys, but you know, over the past year, it's like you know what, bottom line, I'm looking out for me. I'm a console gamer. I play on PlayStation. It's my preferred platform, of course. So as long as I'm getting the highest quality version of these games on PS5, and if it happens to come to PC, oh well, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. I am a little bit, I do have some questions though, because this does seem to be a collection coming early 2022, so not that far away. I'm wondering as to what they are doing to these remasters specifically, because it just looked like it was just 60 frames. I hope that we're getting more visual updates and everything, and things that will make it worthwhile, because it seems like we're going to be having to buy this whole thing again, right? Which is quite interesting, given that if it's just a 60 frames upgrade, which I just can't, it can't be just 60 frames, right, guys? Like you gave us a Horizon patch for 60 frames for free, Days Gone patch, God of War patch, Spider-Man. Well, no, Spider-Man was paid for, but you know what I'm saying? Like we, you know, like, is it a $10 upgrade? Like, what's the deal with this? I can't wait to see what happens here. For those that already own both games on PS4, if we have to rebuy it again, we're gonna have some words for that, you know what I'm saying? But that's what it is right there. Cool to see that, okay? Now, this was the first banger of the show, besides KOTOR. Wolverine. Insomniac Games is making a Wolverine game. Once again, check out our video, which we did Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine at the same time in that video. Go check that out. There's no date, probably 2023 or beyond. As long as this game is rated M, this is going to be insane. Insomniac Games is crazy. Okay, they have put out 3 games. They've announced 2 others in the span of 10 months. Wolverine and Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Remastered, Miles Morales, and Ratchet & Clank were all released within 10 months. This studio is insane. They're out here. Wolverine was a great surprise. I can't wait to see how this game looks in real gameplay. Cannot wait. Great announcement in this OK showcase, okay? Gran Turismo 7, once again, I do have a racing past in arcade racers, so like Need for Speed and everything. So I've never really been into the racing sim like Gran Turismo, but to be honest, this looks pretty cool. You know, it looks pretty cool. It kind of interested me. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'll check this out. Who knows? It's coming out March 4th, 2022, and I may have to check out GT7. It looks pretty interesting. It looks great visually, of course, and I am down for Gran Turismo, and I thought it was a good showing overall in this PS5 showcase as a whole. That was a good showing, okay? Spider-Man 2 is next up. Once again, check out our full video where we went over a bunch of info about Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine as well. Really cool showing. I thought it was infamous at first. I freaked out. It wasn't infamous. It's all good, but man, it looks great. It's going to be a single player game that is, you know, that a lot of people were wondering if it was going to be co-op. I am kind of hoping for a co-op mode to come after launch, but really cool to see that, you know, single player game, story driven, of course. Venom, Craven, y'all already know the deal. 2023 release date as well. Insomniac's carrying the PS5 easily. Insomniac Games is carrying the PS5 on its back for sure. And then what ended off the show here, God of War Ragnarok. Overall, I thought it was a really great showing. Once again, check out my video on God of War Ragnarok as well. We went over a ton of details about the game that we learned from the PlayStation blog. Check out that video. But I still get chills watching this trailer, okay? I think the characters, you know, just like seeing them again, very cool feeling in my corazon, in my heart, you know what I'm saying? I'm very hyped to see Tyr in this. I have questions about Anger Boda and all these other things about Atreus, Kratos, all of that, right? Like, I'm loving the way the game narratively is shaping up, right? Involving Ragnarok, all that. I do question though the fidelity of this game. This game looks very close to God of War 2018. Of course, it looks better, right? I don't think you can objectively say it looks the same. Of course, it is going to look better, right? But it does look a little bit too close to God of War 2018, at least on this first showing. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel about it. I thought that Horizon Forbidden West looked, I think, a lot better than Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I feel like there was a clear, you know, thing that you can definitely see that it looks better. Here, it doesn't look leaps and bounds better than 2018, so we'll see how that all shapes up. But overall, I thought it was a great way to end the showcase. Really good showing. Which takes us to the final verdict, okay, guys? We spent a lot of time going over each announcement. Let's talk, okay? So, calling this a PS5 showcase, I feel, was not the move. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole once again, this whole midsection over here, when we get to Rainbow Six all the way through Chia is a little bit questionable, but you know what I'm saying? From Rainbow Six to Chia, for the most part, I thought was pretty boring. I thought a lot of it did not need to be shown here. These were games that we already know about, that we've seen countless times before, or not even games at all with Kid Amnesia. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that was not the energy that we had to bring to a PS5 showcase. Now, if we're comparing the last PS5 showcase last year, yes, it was a console, release year, so there's that, right? I just feel like overall there were a ton of indies that we saw there that were coming to PS5 that looked a lot better than anything that we saw here overall, right? Like, what I'm saying here is that the midsection of this showcase felt like a third-party state of play, when I feel like you could have just called it that if it really was that. But calling it a PS5 showcase, I thought we were going to get more bangers, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, not that we didn't get bangers. We got freaking Wolverine. We got Spider-Man 2. We got good stuff here. But just overall, I just feel like when you look at this, list of announcements front to back and you really watch the showcase, it just wasn't as good as the first PS5 showcase. It's just 100%. I just don't understand. Me personally, I don't understand how someone can have that opinion. If you have that opinion, that's fine. That's completely fine. It's all good. I'm not trying to sway your opinion. I'm just telling you how I feel, which, I just didn't think that this was remotely better than the first PS5 showcase. In spite of having those great announcements, Wolverine, Spider-Man 2, War Ragnarok gameplay, seeing that for the first time, and all of that, right? KOTOR, you know what I'm saying? There were games here that I was interested in. I'm not saying that I wasn't interested in this PS5 showcase as a whole. I'm not saying that. Right, I'm just saying that I think the first PS5 showcase was much better than this one. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, a really simple fix I would have had personally is I would have mixed in the first party amongst that midsection. That midsection is a complete eyesore. I would have shuffled around, put Uncharted up there, maybe put Gran Turismo up there, and then end off with a double Wolverine, Spider-Man 2, God of War. I would have moved Uncharted and Gran Turismo up in the mix in that midsection to kind of make it a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Even bring down Forspoken a little bit. Like I think that was a huge thing too. The pacing was horrible in this showcase, 100%. And I think that they could have done a much better showcase, even if they didn't have something new to say that was not here at the showcase, right? I would have just changed the ordering just to make it a little bit better in terms of pacing and overall hype. Because when I saw Blood Hunt and Deathloop and then Kid Amnesia, I was really in the trenches. Like, things were bad. By the way, I don't think I was super clear about like what I would rank it like in terms of a score, right? I'm still staying at 7 out of 10. I think the show was just a 7 out of 10. It was cool, wasn't great. I don't think it is anything above that, pretty much, right? And like maybe even 7 out of 10 might be being a little bit generous, to be honest. But the first party, Wolverine, Spider-Man 2, God of War, those were so good that it does make it a 7 out of 10 in my personal opinion. So that's where I'm at with that. You know what I'm saying? But overall, guys, that was my thought on the PS5 showcase. What do you guys think down below? What are your thoughts? Do you think I'm tripping? Do you think I'm crazy? You can respectfully say that down below in the comment section, but let me know your thoughts as well on the PS5 showcase. What are your thoughts? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And make sure also, while you are down there, that description does have our Twitter, our Discord, and our Anchor link. That way you can listen to our long form content and podcast format. Road to Forbidden West is coming back in the Road to series very shortly in the next few months. Definitely check out for that. And of course, follow us on Twitter, Discord, all the good stuff down below in the description. And if you like the video, make sure to leave a like on the video, as well as hit subscribe to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.